What's up, guys? Movie Prodigy 25 here. I'm not doing a regular movie review today. I will be doing a list of my top 5 favorite actors of all time. Now, I'm going to jump right into it because for some reason I only have a 15-minute limit. That was awesome, minute limit on videos. But on another note, I filmed Arnold Palmer Chug Part 5 with my friend Josh Short today, so I'll be posting that up as soon as I can. As soon as he sends me the video. But alright, let's get started. So, rounding my list off at number 5 would be the always classic Heath Ledger. I chose him for my number 5 spot because, one, he deserved to be on this list because he's pretty much the man. The first movie I ever saw with Heath Ledger, actually, was A Knight's Tale, which is a movie about jousting in the medieval times, and it's really good. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend it. Stars a couple people that you might remember, maybe, I don't know, depending on if you've seen Jack Frost or not, but one of the people from Jack Frost is in that movie. And then I saw him in The Dark Knight. The very first time I ever saw this movie, it gave me chills. Like, I had chills throughout the whole movie. Heath Ledger has said, it's been said that Heath Ledger did a better job than Jack Nicholson, which I tend to maybe agree with that a little bit, because I'll always have faith in the original movie, so I'll always love it. But Heath Ledger took this role to a darker side that Jack Nicholson didn't even bring it to. Jack Nicholson was funny about it, but then he was weird about it, you know what I mean? But Heath Ledger, he had his funny moments, which were very rare in this movie. But other than that, he just took it to an all-new level, which is great to see. Unfortunately, that helped lead to the death of him, which is really sad. I remember the day that he passed away, the day that I heard about it. It was a really bad day. Now, Heath Ledger actually won an Oscar for his role in this movie. But because he passed on, he was not able to collect the Oscar. So on his behalf, his dad, mother, and sister claimed it on his behalf. And if I'm not mistaken, they said they were to give that to Matilda, which is his daughter. So, anyway, running off my number 5 spot is the always classic Heath Ledger. Running off my list at number 4. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. The past few years, he's made some horrible movies, but he'll still always be one of my favorites. And that kind gentleman, man, sir, would be Mr. Adam Sandler. Now, I chose him because before he started making movies like Jack and Jill and Bedtime Story, he made classic movies that the whole family could watch and enjoy. And I happen to have 4 of them in an Adam Sandler film collection, which consists of Click, Big Daddy, 50 First Dates, and Mr. Deeds. Now, Big Daddy alone is what made me put him on my list. This movie is great. It's funny. It's got sad moments. But it shows you that Adam Sandler can go deeper than just comedy. He has a sensitive side to him. And you see that in the movie. Well, you don't see a sensitive side. You see a totally different side of Adam Sandler in the movie Reign Over Me. Great movie. Almost brought me to tears. That's how great he does it. Now, Adam Sandler has not won an Oscar, or nor been nominated for one, but he has been nominated for a Primetime Emmy and a Golden Globe, and he did not win either one of those. But because of those horrible movies that he's made, you cannot get away with that. So what the Razzle Award is given to an actor, or nominates an actor who's made horrible movies the past few years. And Adam Sandler was a victim of that award. He won 10 Razzle Awards. Razzle. I don't know why I want to say Razzie, but I can't. Anyway. He won 10 of those awards alone on Jack and Jill. Then he got nominated for, like movies like 8 Crazy Nights, which I loved. And then he got nominated for movies like Bedtime Stories, which I wasn't a huge fan of. But anyway, he holds the record for 13 Razzle Awards, nominations and wins, but he's only won 10. So I don't see anyone ever surpassing that, but I won't hold it against you, Adam, I swear. Anyway, rounding off at number 4 was Adam Sandler. My number 3 spot belongs to Morgan Freeman. Now, I chose Morgan Freeman because he's been nominated for 4 Oscars, and he's won 1 Oscar, and he won that for $1 Million Baby. Anyone in my book who can be nominated for 4 Oscars and win 1, even if you win 1, that's still a huge deal. I mean, this is an Oscar. This is the most prestige award you can get. He did $1 Million Baby, and he was great in it. He did Driving Miss Daisy, and he was great in it. It's hard to find a movie that he's not great in. I mean, this is Morgan Freeman we're talking about here. And then he did The Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight, and then he did The Dark Knight Rises, and I can't remember if he was on Batman Begins, but then he's got a new movie coming out called Now You See Me, and it just looks great. It's hard to find a movie that Morgan Freeman has not done that was horrible. So, rounding off my list at number 3 was Morgan Freeman. Rounding off my list at number 2 is someone I mentioned earlier in this video, and that'd be Mr. Jack Nicholson. One of the very first movies I ever saw with Jack Nicholson was Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. There is one part to this day that still gives me nightmares. To this day. And I am 17 years old. It's the part where the naked lady, and she's old, and I don't even want to talk about it. But Jack Nicholson has won 3 Oscars. He's won 3 Oscars. One for what the heck was that? Terms of Endearment, As Good as It Gets, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is another one of my favorite movies of all time. It's funny. It's definitely serious. And this stuff actually goes down in nut houses. And Jack Nicholson plays a great nut. And in The Shining, he plays an even greater villain. Like I said, still scares the crap out of me to this day. So, Jack Nicholson, definitely one of my favorite actors. Rounding off my very last actor, which maybe you know who it is, maybe you don't, but if you don't know who this guy is, then that's very unfortunate, and you have been living under a rock. My number 1 spot goes to Mr. Robert De Niro. And I chose him because he did The Godfather Part 2 and won an Oscar for it. And he did Raging Bull, which he won an Oscar for that as well. Robert De Niro has been nominated for 6 Oscars and won 2. That's a total of 8 Oscars. That's pretty much up there in a high rating. He did Raging Bull, The Godfather, and another one of my favorite movies of all time, A Bronx Tale. Very first movie I ever saw with him. It's about, I don't want to go into what it's about because I've got 5 minutes left, but Robert De Niro is the greatest actor of all time. I own one movie with him, and it's called Men of Honor. Movie also gives me chills to this day. Anything that has him, there will not be a bad movie. I can guarantee that. Taxi Driver, another movie that's really messed up, but really good. Watch it. I can't really explain it because I can't explain it. It's that crazy. So, anyway, rounding off my list at number 1 was Mr. Robert De Niro. And like I said, all of these men have won an Oscar except, no, my bad, sorry. Every man on here has been nominated for an Oscar besides Adam Sandler. So, anyway, running my list at number 5 was Heath Ledger. My list at number 4 was Adam Sandler. My list at number 3, Jack Nicholson. No, 3, Morgan Freeman. Number 2, Jack Nicholson. Number 1, Robert De Niro. Now, guys, leave a comment below. Let me know your top 5 favorite actors of all time. I want to hear them. Make a video response. Do what you got to do. Please let me know. And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe. Like this video. Mark it as your favorites. I did it again. Watch my other videos that are right here. And you guys have a good rest of your night. And I'll be back tomorrow with a movie review. See you guys later.